do you think that there's sort of like a misconception with regards to like cold messaging and just like outright reaching out to someone? Because often it's easier said than done in the sense that it's encouraged that people just go out of their way if they're really interested, if they're really ambitious, and they really have the hustle mentality to message and to reach out to someone older than them who happens to have like world class experience in the field that they're in. Um, maybe is do you think there's another concern that I've been seeing, which is people know what they want to do. They just want to reach out for opportunities. And I think sometimes what happens is when we get to like the co-op program and your experience in the co-op program, particularly at Waterloo, but let's say, for example, a lot of people that are still at U of T, like myself, for
Mhm,
example, or other people at
mhm.
different institutions, or people who not necessarily at this point don't know what to do with regards to like a university pathway. And many people have been sort of this crisis has given us the ability to kind of reconsider everything that we're doing with regards to how we operate in terms of post-secondary, what defines as the future of work. um, do you think that there has to be something that the person has to come with, like leverage? And we've often been taught that the idea is that people have opportunity costs, and if people want to be able to be mentored by someone who's world class, do you think the individual who's applying or the applicant has to come with some sort of leverage, whether it be some sort of skill or studying the person's work closely? That way, you can utilize that in your cold message or your discussions with that person.
Yeah, for sure. But first of all, I want to say like you don't necessarily need to have any of those things. Obviously, everyone has to start somewhere. You may not have like any kind of backing to, and this may be your first gig, and you want to just message someone. So don't be scared and think like, okay, I have nothing to back me up. I possibly don't have a website or anything like that. Um, Still message them. You may Most of them will still reply, maybe they won't, but like obviously once you get past that, it is important to obviously sell yourself when you're messaging. Try to market yourself. If you've done stuff that's impressive, try to attach that. I think a very good thing is just to have a personal website, because obviously you don't want to send a bunch of links and they're obviously not going to open every single link. Having a personal website has one link. You click on that. It has all your socials, has your LinkedIn. If you're a developer, it has your GitHub, all that kind of stuff. And it has like all the projects you've done, no matter if it's STEM projects or any other kind of projects, social work, or helping the community, anything of that sort. It's all there. And that helps you like sell yourself, obviously. And going over, if you have an email or something that you sent to the person that's like super long, they may possibly not read it, right? Um, that's how people are busy, and if they're taking out time to like respond to people cold emailing them, it should be something that's like short but also attention grabbing. And so it's good to practice like an elevator pitch. Obviously elevator pitches happen in person, a 60-second pitch, but elevator pitch equivalent of an email. How to sell yourself in one paragraph, basically, and how to tell them what they need to know in order for them to respond to you. Something that really grabs their attention. As I said, the website really helps. But obviously, that's to get more information. They want to learn more. What can you put in the email that can actually grab their attention? So having just a good subject line to grab their attention could be really, really nice. Or even the paragraph itself, just listing all your accomplishments. Or sometimes even, let's say you're emailing someone um, who has done something in the finance field. Let me just give you an example. And you've done something in the finance field as well. Maybe mentioning that and saying that you have something in common with them could actually help you out, right? Uh, Obviously, if a developer messages me and the developer is working on something that I've been working on, I'll be more compelled to reply to them because that's something that my interests align with that. And that doesn't necessarily have to be professional. Like, could be any kind of interest. If you know that interest of a person, if you've studied that person well enough, you can use that to your advantage in order to grab their attention.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'd say like having this kind of stuff was obviously helpful. Just like emailing someone out of the blue without having researched them possibly won't help you that much. However, it doesn't hurt to reach out to people. But if you wanted to uh, optimize it and maximize responses from people, this is probably the way to go.